Spain. The party continues after the country's victory over Argentina in Sunday's World Cup final. A goal by Ferran Torres in extra time put an end to Argentina's dream of winning back-to-back titles. No can do. Fans watching back home in Madrid went wild when their side took the lead. Celebrations went on deep late into the night and are still ongoing. The squad has arrived back in Madrid and are due to take part in a parade shortly that's expected to draw as many as 1 million people. And I bet you Danya Barsalona would like to be there. She's not. She is in New York. So, Danya, it's over. Spain are world champions. Are they the worthy winners?
You know, you're right. I would actually like to be in Spain right now. But, yeah, absolutely. Spain, definitely the worthy winners of this tournament. They were the most complete side. We talked about them a lot. You know, their strength is really in their collective unit. They work so well together. They possess the ball so well. They have technical players. They have players of a great quality, but they don't rely on those moments of individual brilliance like other teams. Now, Spain, they came through this tournament. They had 1 goal scored against them. They kept a number of clean sheets. So defense definitely does win championships. Also, moving forward, they have a number of players that are very young. So the future looks very bright for the Spain side. Against Argentina, we saw that they had no problem keeping control of the game, controlling the tempo, which was crucial against Argentina because Argentina kind of wanted the game to go into this chaos where they could rely on physicality and emotion. But Spain did a good job of controlling it. They struck when the time was right, and they ultimately delivered the World Cup. Very much deserved victory. They're a joy to watch play.
Yeah, the first half of the game, I mean, it was kind of slow. It was kind of boring to people. But then came the halftime show, which, you know, we're used to when we're watching other big sporting events in the United States, not necessarily the World Cup. What did you think about this show? I mean, did you love it, or did you find a little cringe factor involved?
I thought pretty much exactly what you just said. Basically, to see a halftime show like that in football is very strange because we're used to seeing it in America, this Americanization, the Super Bowl, these kind of big shows and productions. It was very normal from an American perspective. So a lot of American fans that we talked to here, they thought it was cool. You know, there's a lot of stars that touched a lot of different generations as well, from younger to older. We had Madonna with former legends like Ronaldo and Ronaldinho. So a lot of people really liked it here, but I found it a little bit strange because I'm used to the traditional way of football. And also from a player's perspective, I got to say, taking a 30-minute break in the middle of a football match, it's not good for the players because you basically have enough time to cool down and then you have to go out for the second half. So from that perspective, I don't think the players were very fond of it, and European fans also. Yeah,
add that to the hydration breaks that you saw in the games this year. I mean, it was all new territory. What about the Donald Trump factor? He was conspicuously absent from World Cup games, but that all changed last night, didn't it?
Yeah, so conspicuously absent from games, but not absent from the World Cup, of course. A lot of talking points surrounded Donald Trump. He was at the game last night. Of course, it's the biggest match of the tournament, the biggest game probably in sports, the World Cup final. But also, it has to be said, for him to get to the games, it would have been very challenging logistically, like from a security standpoint also. Yesterday was absolute chaos. There were hours and hours of checkpoints, and people had to get to the stadium a lot earlier. So a lot of that might have had to do with the fact that it would be very difficult for him to get to the games, and it would really disrupt the flow of everything. But yesterday was very important, of course. He was sitting in the VIP box with Canada's leader, Mexico's leader, Spain's king, prime minister. So he had to be there yesterday.
This World Cup, the most profitable in history, and I was listening today that the tickets yesterday, the top tickets, went for $100,000 each. Has football, has soccer, has it been changed forever by its American experience?
I think that it has definitely been changed because FIFA's seen, for example, at the end of the day, football is about money, and people are thinking about how they can turn the biggest profit. And now football's got a taste of the American commercial project and how America really does sports and how much interest it generates, how much money it generates. And I think that definitely the World Cup has been changed forever. This is obviously the biggest World Cup to date, and they're talking about expanding the next one even bigger. I think definitely the World Cup will be back in America after in Saudi Arabia. So yes, football has definitely changed. I don't know how much of that will stick when the league goes, the football goes back to the leagues, but the World Cup has definitely changed forever.
All right, I've got 15 seconds. Your number one highlight of this World Cup?
From a football perspective, I gotta say Spain winning the World Cup, because football won. Essentially, they have an identity, the way they played, and they played good football and they won. And a lot of times that's not what happens. And so this is just like a perfect reward for playing quality football, for investing in grassroots development over the years, and building a philosophy that your whole country, men, women, youth, all stick by.
Okay. Danya Barsalona, you've done a great job reporting on the World Cup. You're in New York. Get on a plane, come home. It's better to be late to the party than to never be at the party. Good seeing you.
I'm going to Madrid.
There you go.